Okay, anyway, I think because of the change of the time slot, strength is decreased. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ritesh. Good evening, Aditya. Good evening, Aditya Suryavanshi. Good evening, Chandrasekhar. Good evening, Ayush. Good evening, Ankit. Good evening, Rushikesh. Good evening, Adesh. Good evening, Aditya. Good evening, Ishan. Good evening, Kunal. Yes, I will. Okay, let's recap what we have gone through in the previous session. So we were going through some of the countries and its capital and obviously the currency of that particular country. So Honduras, its capital is Tegucigalpa. Its currency is Honduran Lempira, which is a North American country. Nicaragua, Managua is its capital. Nicaraguan Cordova is its currency. It's a North American country. Saint Kitts and Nevis, the new country, the next country, whose capital is Basseterre, and it has its currency as East Caribbean dollar. It's again the North American country. Saint Lucia, whose capital is Castries, its currency is East Caribbean dollar, which is a North American country. Again, the North American country whose name is Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. Its capital is Kingstown. Its currency is East Caribbean dollar. Then Trinidad and Tobago, the next country, whose capital is Port of Spain. Its currency is the Trinidad and Tobago dollar. It is a North American continental country. Paraguay, the next country, whose capital is Ascension. Its currency is Paraguayan guarani, and it's a South American country. Iceland's the next country, whose capital is Mariehamn, and it's a European country which is having the currency as euro. Albania, which is having its capital as Tirana. It's a European country, and its currency is Albanian lek. The next one, so which we are going to was Albania. Its capital is Tirana, and its currency is Albanian lek. It's a European country. Next one is Andorra. Andorra la Vella is its capital. It has currency in the form of euro. It is a European country. Bosnia and Herzegovina, the next country, whose capital is Sarajevo, and its currency is Bosnia and Herzegovina, convertible mark. Bosnia and Herzegovina convertible mark. It's a European country. The Croatia, Zagreb, the European country, having its currency as Croatian kuna. Gibraltar, its capital is again Gibraltar. The currency which we can consider is pound sterling euro, and it's the next one is Guernsey, whose capital is St. Peter Port. Good evening, Abhijit. Its currency is Guernsey pound. It's European country. Iceland, Reykjavik is its capital. Icelandic krona is its currency. It is European country. Isle of Man, Douglas is its capital. Manx pound is its currency. European country. Jersey, having its capital as Saint Helier, and its currency is Jersey pound. European country. Kosovo is the next country, whose capital is Pristina. Its currency is euro. It is European country. Malta, having its currency, its capital as Valletta. Its currency is euro. Moldova, whose capital is Chisinau, and its currency is Moldovan lev, the European country. Next one is the Monaco, whose capital is Monaco. Its currency is euro, the European country. The next we can consider is San Marino. I think San Marino we have already seen. Serbia, whose capital is Belgrade, and its currency is Serbian dollar. It's a European country. So the Principality of Sealand is the next country, whose capital is Fort Ruffs, and its currency is Sealand dollar, European country. Slovakia, next country, whose capital is Bratislava. Its currency is euro, the European country. Slovenia, again the European country, whose capital is Ljubljana. Its currency is euro. Then Svalbard, next country. Longyearbyen is its capital, and Norwegian krone, European country, but it is a part of United Denmark, which we can consider. Transnistria, Tiraspol is its capital. Transnistrian ruble is its currency, and European country. And I think last one we had considered Greenland, whose capital is in the form of Nuuk. It has a Danish krone. Right. So these were the different things which we have already considered as far as yesterday's session is concerned. I think someone who wanted its screenshot. I don't know how it will be. Just a minute, what I can do. Okay, so this problem was going to eight 1 4 6 1 2 4 5 5 2. Anybody let me know whether it is visible or not. So let me check how many have. Okay, in just a moment, I will be hold on. Is it visible? That's fine. Am I visible? No, no, my question is that I'm asking me as well as the PPT. Okay, only screen is visible, right? That means what? PPT, right? Okay, fine. That means it's only the only it's a welcome page, right? So nothing else. Fine. Anyway, so let's. I know most of you are excited. I don't know why you have less. So I think what we have considered anyway, so we have considered about three different branches of armed forces, wherein we have considered the probably the commandos related to all these things, right? So we have considered, I think we have just started in the previous session as well, that we have difficult neighbors, and we have to always alert about the national security, right? So we have so many threats as far as that particular case is concerned, and therefore there we need to always look into. So that we have considered point. Now, three different parts which you can consider. Okay, so it is taking time to change your screen. Anyway, fine. Now I think screen has changed. So, according to three different forces, we do have different. We do have different commandos, right? For example, army, all the three branches are having their specialized training forces. See, these are called specialized training forces, though we know it by the word called commando. But basically, all they are called the specialized trained forces. As far as that specialized trained force is called as para specialized force, right? Para SF. As far as Air Force concerned, they have given name to their specialized trained force, right? See, then you'll be always wondering that what exactly kind of difference is there in the training of these specialized forces and their training of the armed forces personnel. So obviously there is a difference. Huge difference is there about the personnel of army and any of the specialized forces. And therefore, yes, that could be the one of the points. Someone is saying that for special missions, they are specialized, right? Now, in another case, what I wanted to tell you here is that Fine. So don't write. I have no option that right. So please, you should not write anything on the screen. So let's consider. So as we have started, the three branches of the Indian Armed Forces, which have separate special forces or units which we can consider. So para, special forces for army. This further is having different kinds of troops. You know, para itself is divided into 9 different battalions, complete battalions, right? So you have currently thousands of such para special forces, para special forces personnel, right? I'm talking in thousands. Fine. So they are having their 9 special troops. Probably today we will not cover these things. Fine. But you have to, as an introduction, always keep in mind these particular. Second is the Marcos, right? So Marcos stands for the Marine Commandos, right? Marine Commandos. Fine. So officially they are also known as MCF. That we will see what exactly it is. So Marcos, which are right. So just by statement, it will not be elaborating what exactly it is. So they are always organized. For example, Force One, right? So Force One, they have uh, shortlisted, or as like commandos have been done. The commandos are being trained. Likewise, the Maharashtra police have also established a Force One, right? So they have created one organization. That organization is through the point of view of their specialized training, right, which is called trained. Not only trained, see that is, this is the basic difference, you can find it out, right? Equipped, right? So not only trained, but also they are equipped with a modern battle equipments, modern battlefield equipments. For what purpose they require these kinds of equipments, right? So in order to conduct the special operations. See, the special operations will not only done by the para SFs or by the Marcos or by the Garud. Sometimes you will be finding out all these three are working together. Right? There are some of the operations where you will be finding out there all these are working together. They are supporting to each other, right? Then or some of these two, right? So mostly two among these three are coming together and finding out, supporting each other and going through different kinds of operations. For example, Operation Cactus, Operation Pawan, then the 1971's Indo-Pakistan War. So India-Pakistan War, right? Or that is liberation of the Bangladesh. So these are some of the things which you can consider in, right? So now, then what kind of different things? So these are only some of the representatives which you can consider. Right? Fully paras have put, right? Paras are further being bifurcated for whether they are for energy, whether they are for Ghatak. Basically, all these will be the paras, right? Even SPGs, right? Not only energies, but SPG is also there, SPF also there, right? Ghatak is there, then Cobra is there. So all these, right, which are basically of the paras. and for remaining two armed forces, the Mars and Garud, which you can find out. Right. So there are some of the things which you have to always consider. Very first is age factor. Irrespective of the designation, irrespective of the post, whether you are a recruit, that is sepoy, or officer, right? If you are in that particular age, you will be inducted in paras, or if you are in the army, it will be paras. If you are in navy, it will be always marcos. If you are in air force, it will be always right. See, in some of the paras, not only from armies but also from navy and also from air force, if you wanted to go in, for example, NSGs or SPGs, right, then you will be always allowed. But as far as marcos are concerned, only navy personnel are allowed, and in Garuda also, right? By and large, though their training is same, right? By and large, so marcos, among all these, right? Here I have just shown you 5 different pictures. If you list down India's top 10 commandos, right? India's top 10 commandos. Among these top 10 commandos, if you want to prefer or if you want to put uh, at number 1, so you'll be always selecting the Marcos, right? No doubt, SPGs or NSGs will be of that particular lethal, but Marcos are the most important. The thing is that Marcos are trained to fight or to battle on. They can uh, perform their task on the land, on the air, and even in the water. Right. So these are the things which you can consider. So Marcos are called most lethal. Right. No doubt about Garudas. They are also. See, equally, all these are important. Right. So you cannot discriminate. This is best and that is second one. What I said, preferentially where you put that. Fine. So instead of going class first, we will be going first to the marine commandos, which are called Marcos, and then later on we will probably go with the Bull, and obviously at last we will be the paras, because paras will be having so many different sections, right? So purposefully I have kept it at the back. Okay, now it's your now I think your screen has changed anyway. So marine commandos. Now Marcos, right? Here you can see so how they looks, right? So it looks very inspiring. Not only Marcos, but any kind of, especially SPGs or NSGs, right? That many a times which we have considered in, right? They are always. I think in some of the movies, in some of the web series, so Marcos, here you can see the emblem, the name, and Marine Commandos, their own emblem. Fine. That is of Marcos. So Marcos stands for Marine and CO, then last one S. So Marine Commandos. Fine. So these are some of the things. Okay, sorry, it has to change. Just a second. Okay, now changed. Fine. So here you can see some of the things. So rightmost you can consider, which is being deployed, or they are ready for the operation after the training of 3 years, a very hard training of 3 years. Right now they are ready to be called as Marcos. Right. In some of the operations, in fact, these are called the practices, civil practices, right, or the you can consider the practices at sea, practices at land, right? So these are some of the you can consider in. So okay, next, just I think it is taking 5 seconds in the screen. Now, so purposefully I have just taken it as it is, the Marcos Special Force top 10. So one of the top 10 forces, right, special forces of India, among them the Marcos Marine Commandos are there, right? So you can see their different uniforms. When they will be in the water, they will always having these kinds of uniforms. When they want to be on the practice on the lake, they will be having that particular kind of uniform where you must have seen in the previous slide, right? So these are some of the things which you will be always considered. So that will come to the in the next slide, wherein you will find out what I'm talking about. So they are always uh, trained in such a way that they can fight on all the terrains, whether it's land, whether it is water, right? Whether it is when I will be considering some of the operations or change. I will be considering some of the operations at that time I was telling you how a single commando can be acting as an active boat, right? How they are actually, you can see for the pictures, how they can carry out their operations, whether they are practices or let's say the teams of trainings. Right? They have to be always cautious about these things. So it is not only part about physical training; it is also the mental training or mental nurture of your own. Right? And later on, again, it is always played at the intellectual level. See? So intellectual is always involved. Intellectual of altogether, right? Team and intellectual of individual as well, right? Because you must have seen something in the Taj, what has happened in 26 2008. So you never know. You haven't been to Taj prior to that, and you have learned to Taj, and you have to fight, right? You have to fight with the well-trained commandos, right? Whose training has been done by also uh, world's best trainers, right? At our enemy country, and now you never know anything